Hello everyone, welcome back to the Watch Natalie channel, and thank you for tuning in for today's Psychic Daily Tarot reading. I'm Natalie, spelled Natalee, and I'm going to start with some psychic downloads that I get. If you're new to the channel, the psychic downloads I get are things I get throughout the day. So as a psychic, I get impressions, feelings, thoughts, visions, words, basically anything and everything, and I'm not in control of that when I get the downloads. When I psychically tune into energies, that's when I can direct my ability to a specific person, place, thing, situation, what have you, and I extract the information on purpose. Okay, so the psychic tuning for today, a bit worrisome, because I was in the middle of something. I was doing something, and minor frustration, just cleaning and then stubbing your toe type stuff. And then I heard a very clear, distinct voice over here say, "I'm not here anymore." It's a big deal. The strongest energy always wins with me, guys. So because we're in the holiday season, that's definitely someone's suicidal feeling. Like they're already gone. Someone you're connecting to, someone you're connected to, who's connected to. I don't know how far my reach goes, quite honestly. But someone around you or you yourself, you're just feeling like you're like exactly what I mean, clear as a bell. Okay, all right, I was cleaning my bathroom, so it was so outside it was so clear that it wasn't me. Okay, I was all absorbed in something else, totally not that, right? And I heard it, "I'm not here anymore." Like a complete disconnect, and a very authentic disconnect. And I really feel like I hope you saw the movie Joker. If you haven't, go see it. There's something that he writes in his passage. So this is a little spoiler alert. In his little journal, he says something that, the worst part about having a mental illness is being expected to behave as if you don't. That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm not here anymore, and I can't reach out to anyone. I can't relate to anyone. I don't feel anyone else. I don't feel like anyone's feeling me. And it's like this very almost bland acceptance of that. Accepting that there's nothing that's going to anchor me to invest in life, to invest in. Okay, so it's like a very bad day. Okay, if you read my blog posts, it's like my old blog posts I wrote about the Joker and everything. Anyway, so that's the download. And then psychically tuning into this energy before hitting record, I picked up, it was interesting because I got Lord of the Rings and I got 300. And at first when I got Lord of the Rings, I thought it was a Christmas thing, because for me personally, as a human being, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, always feels like Christmas. It feels like a Christmas movie. That's not anyone else. That's just me, because I think I was either in 8th grade or my first year of high school, the year that movie came out. And I just remember on Christmas break, you get like 2 weeks. I watched that movie twice, every day for 2 weeks straight. Didn't go out, didn't leave the house, didn't hang out with anyone, didn't do anything. I just watched that movie and snacked twice a day for 2 weeks straight. So for me, and we didn't have the next 2 movies. I just had what I had. I had The Fellowship, okay? I had freaking Legolas, okay? So that's kind of what I was getting. And then they showed me, but that's just more like holiday depression. And then they showed me the two towers, and then they showed me the hot gates, and then I understood what they were trying to tell me. What they're telling me, the military strategy of those films, okay, it's about the bottleneck sort of strategy where you narrow the strength and the the hugeness of your opposing army. You narrow it down so that their numbers count for nothing, okay? You narrow it down so that you only deal with like a little bit at a time. And that's a method, okay? That's like a whole thing. And what they're telling me to tell you, if this is resonating, is that it's not personal. I know that sounds so horrible, but it's not personal. It's a strategy of the enemy. It's an enemy's strategy so that you feel the pressure, so that you feel like you are being closed in on all sides and that you don't see anything far ahead of you or to the side of you. You can't move around. Like you just see like these big freaking walls. You see these huge cliffs, and you just don't feel like anything is going to change. You don't feel like conditions are going to change, that you're ever going to feel differently. And it's like, well, I'm not here anymore. I'm like, you know, like Michael Fassbender, and he's like, one of those men has my destiny and I'll die here. You know, it's like complete acceptance. I'm sorry, I didn't even do anything with my hair. It's just like out of shower hair. And so what they're telling me to tell you is that it's just a ruse. It's trickery. It's a trick. It's a trick. It's like smoke and mirrors. It's not real. Okay, bottom of the deck. Boom. Okay. I'm ready to get this reading started. I'm ready to expel this energy. Anyone that is super depressed around these holidays, if you go to my old website, it's still up, the natalieartiaga.com website, that blog has clarity in the heart of darkness. This is that emotional confusing energy I picked up. And hold the phone. What is depicted on the front of this card, ladies and gents? 2 towers. Exactly what I had just been spending 7 minutes talking about, my love. Okay, so look at, we have 1 tower here, 1 tower here, and there's nothing over here. There's nothing over here. In the whole pictogram of this card, all you see is what's in between the 2 towers. Exactly what I just said. That you literally, this emotional confusion, this card is going to take on a whole new meaning for me now as a reader. Now this is like my anyway. So you don't see anything else on either side of these 2 towers. It's like you can only go down this long fucking road. And it's confusing, and there's dogs howling and wolves howling and crayfish coming out of the water onto this road. The moon is tweaking out. It's dark. You can't see a damn thing. It's just chaos. It's emotional chaos. And it's a trick. That's the trick. Because there's a whole world on each side of those towers that you just can't see. Okay? So change is the only constant. Things are going to change. But that's, I love being psychic. Okay, but that's it. That's exactly it. That's that energy perfectly. Ooh, yeah. All right, here we go. The 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Pentacles, and the Tower. So someone here, you or the person you're connecting to, or the person you're connecting to is connecting to, you know, however this goes, however far my reach goes. You're either a little bit bored or waiting. It's like you're sort of either in the middle of a crisis or like about to have a little bit of a crisis. You're really close to this breaking point. This emotional confusion could be coming through and really causing problems for you because you're waiting. And as you're waiting, it's like it gets... It's sort of like energy that needs an escape, and you can't really, but what this is, it's not like you're saying, oh, I have excess energy, I'm going to go for a run, and then I'm going to be really healthy and drink a lot of water, and then I'm going to go have dinner with my friends, and then no. This is like you can't leave your house, or you can't figure out that you have excess energy. You know, it's being in a position to not see yourself clearly, to not see how you feel, what you're thinking, the conditions of your life, what's going on in relationships, like just total fog and lack of clarity throughout all of that. which is kind of strange because yesterday, the lifelong dream reading, that premiered the day Neptune goes direct in Pisces. So I know that people will say normally like, oh, things will get clear, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about Neptune and Pisces is that when we have Neptune is the fog, okay? Neptune is the emotional ambiguity and vagueness and confusion and idealization, pedestaling people, basically not seeing anything clearly, but it's also ruling creativity and, creating illusions, creating creative structures, all this stuff. So when it's retrograde, I feel like there actually is more clarity because all of that is stopped. It's going to be different for everyone. Everyone has a different natal chart, but I'm giving you both options. So for some of you, you could be coming into clarity this week, or for some of you, you could be lacking and needing and wanting clarity this week. Either way, whatever side of the fence, however Neptune is really working in your chart, what we have here is something that you've worked so hard on that you're waiting for the results. I feel like this is your breaking point. I feel like you're tweaking out about it. I feel like it is subjective. I feel like you feel like this is happening, but you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. Let's go ahead and start clarifying. I want to clarify the moon card first. But definitely something you had put effort into, a lot of effort into. Something that, with this Eight of Pentacles, I feel like it's either something, this is the master at work here. This is the apprentice turned like master. He has all those other pentacles. It's all this hard work over here maturing into what that created out of you. When you do something, oh my God, Bruce Lee, I'd rather practice one punch 100 times as opposed to 100 different punches one time. Okay, when I was studying Jeet Kune Do, oh my God. His book is incredible. Everything is, I had just so much respect for him. Anyway. Be like water, my friend. Okay, so, you know what? That would be any Bruce Lee reading would be really helpful for you right now, actually. Okay. Even if you're not a martial artist, even if you have like nothing to if you look at his old interviews and if you read his stuff, it's very spiritual, very insightful. Okay, so we're shuffling for the moon. What do we need to know about the moon? This moon card, this confusion. Whoa. I'm not worried about that tower because with this moon card, it's like you could take something and not know. You know what I'm like? You just don't know. Even something that does happen that looks like a tower moment, you're not seeing this clearly. You're like emotionally compromised right now. You're like Spock. All right, to clarify the moon card, we have the King of Pentacles. This is interesting. I feel like this is someone that's going to be able to help you. For some of you, it's me, because I'm a Capricorn. If you're feeling so like unstable, or, if you have a Capricorn friend, they're the one to talk to. Like the Capricorns know depression. Okay, so if you have an earth sign friend, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or anyone who's just your solid, your stable, your number one, your ride or die, your number two, let's just, go to that person. Go to that person for perspective, because what's going to help you is being practical. Being practical and looking at the facts, looking at indisputable evidence, looking at things that are real, okay? Looking at things that you can actually tangibly even like, okay, I have water. I know I have water. I'm going to survive. I'm going to make it. The body needs water. I have water. I'm in a dwelling, a climate-controlled dwelling. I have food in the fridge. I have money in my pocket. I have money in the bank. I've got my tarot cards. It's going to be okay. I have a Wi-Fi connection. I have a phone. You know what I'm saying? So if you start doing that and you start very simply and going from there about this situation. So for you, I would, you know what, there's actually all pentacles and then the 2 major arcana. So I feel like you could be stressed about money. Absolutely stressed about money. This is probably connected with a work situation or something about, you know, you're expecting money to come through to you. You're expecting the fruits of your labor. You've been toiling and toiling and toiling. You're expecting something to come through and it hasn't. And you're sort of like, oh my God. But you're not seeing the whole picture. And I do feel like there's something you don't know about this. So let's go ahead and take a look at these 3. And I'm reading them as one big energy because that's how it feels. Ooh, oh, did you see that, guys? Look at that. The 6 of Staves, what'd I tell you? So you're actually okay. Everything's going to be fine. I promise. Okay? It's going to be okay. So even if something looks like it's falling apart all around you, you're okay. You're going to be okay. And it looks like, I feel like this is a little bit justice-y, justice, victory type energy here. What's interesting is that you're going to know. Like you should expect to have some clarity brought to you about the hard work that you're doing. Because what this is telling us is that for all the hard work of the waiting and making yourself into a master, there's going to be applause. There's going to be validation. There's going to be someone telling you did a great job. Okay? So I feel like that's, hold on. That is it. You're tweaking out because no one's told you that you've been doing a great job. No one's telling you how great you're doing. No one's telling you like anything. If that's the case, they're probably super jealous. Or, you know, just like people, man. It's not your problem, though. It's not your problem. Okay? For those of you who are, because of this being a wand card, the fire element, this stave, the 6 of staves, I feel like you're someone who is really good at the work. It's like you can do the doing. And other people might have a better intuition about how to do and how to get recognition. And I feel like you're sort of lacking in that area because you're tweaking out so much and because there's so much like, oh, they're telling that again. I'm not here anymore. You feel totally invisible. Like you did all this hard work. You put everything into this, or you're just working really hard, or it's just been like your life, like your entire life. It's been either mundanity, or you've been working and not getting any rewards, or you work and work and work and work, and you're the best at whatever it is that you do. But it's like no matter what, no matter how much you try to insulate yourself from feeling horrible, the lightning strikes your tower, and you just, you know, it sort of perpetuates a cycle where you work so hard to make yourself feel better and the recognition doesn't come. So you experience a little crisis in consciousness. And then the only thing that makes you feel better is to produce more, is to work even harder. But then you don't get the recognition. And then it's kind of like, it feels something like that. It feels something like that. And what this is saying is that there's going to be someone to help you with this, to help you either get some sort of like, they could even be someone who's just telling you, hey, listen, you're doing really great. I'm really proud of you. This is really special. And I hope that you know that. I hope you know that you should be really proud of yourself for this. It could even be that simple. It could even be that sweet and small and simple that makes you feel so good. That makes you feel like, oh my God, I'm not crazy. Oh my God, I'm here. Because that's what this is about. Whoever this is, if this is you or someone you're connecting to, they don't feel like they exist. and they're a living, breathing human, likely a taxpayer, okay? So they're very actually here, and they don't feel like they're here. So it's interesting because it's almost like this person, what they were doing before to feel participating in life with other humans on planet Earth is to contribute, is to work really hard and contribute. You could have a little bit of an Eeyore, earth sign, water sign in your family, or that you're connecting to, or someone that you love. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That the holidays or even just, they're telling me it's the holidays because that's when work comes to a stop. So if this is how they get their ego needs met, then holidays are going to be hard because then we can't go to work. We can't, do what we do to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're having a little bit of a hard time. So a little bit of encouragement goes such a long way with these people, trust me. Okay. The air and fire signs are so much better at just picking themselves up and like with the attitude. It really is about like having a great attitude and maintaining that attitude. Sorry, this is really bothering me, but I can't do anything. It's about the attitude, and it's really hard. It's really hard because for earth signs and for people that are trying to work hard in their way to get to get their ego needs met or to feel, even just to feel good, it's not always fair. It's just not always fair. You can turn in the best paper at school and the teacher gives the prize to the student that they like more, even though your paper was better in all of the standardized areas that it can be better. You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult. I can totally feel that this person's having like a rough time with this because they can't see how great they're doing either because no one's like saying anything. Does that make sense? Oh, wow. That was interesting. The Wheel of Fortune wanted to come out, but it wasn't fully popping out, so I kept going. And then these three, okay, the Lovers, the Knight of Swords, and the Justice card. You have no idea how close you are to not only getting recognition for the hard work that you're doing, but of like justice being served and a really beautiful connection coming your way. Work, business, love, it doesn't even matter. It's a connection. It's a beautiful connection. And what are you feeling right now? Or the person that we're talking about, I'm not here anymore. I'm not connected to anyone or anything. Okay? I've gone down that road. It can go to a very dark place. Okay? So tell that person, or if I'm talking directly to you, first, I think you should go to my natalieartiaga.com and look at the paper. I call it the paper. It's just like a blog. And go back and read when I write about the Joker. And God, I really want to get off on a Joker tangent, but I better not. I'll start scaring people. I'm just kidding. Let's not go dark. Let's not go dark, Natalie. Okay. But look at how bright this is. Like, listen, let me put it this way. You are only seeing this. You can't see this. Let's say this is literally right next door and you're not seeing it because you can only see the two towers and what's in between the two towers, the hot gates. It's enemy forces, energetic energy vampires, energetic energy forces. It's your own karma. It's your own testing as a internal test of fortitude and faith and strength and la-di-di, la-di-da. Because you're coming up into, and it's fast, like this justice, I'm sorry. Okay, so you are right. That example I gave about the paper could have been something that happened to you or something similar. Because when the justice arrives, there's been an injustice. When the scales come out, there's been an unbalance. So I feel like part of you You're definitely feeling confused and left out. Like your hard work was all in vain. And it's because you're not like, I'm getting, literally we have 3 pentacle cards, 1 stave card, 1 sword card, and 4 major arcanas. So we're still predominantly pentacle with a court card, the King of Pentacles. Okay? I love the King of Pentacles. It's a noble soul. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is the noblest out of like everybody, but the King of Pentacles is also noble. He also has a noble soul, very practical, very nurturing, self-caring, very, very helpful, very interested in genuinely serving and genuinely invested in the welfare of his constituents and his family and whom he takes in as his own family. And I feel like this is all sort of in that glint of the moon, you know, it could be lost. You could lose that part of yourself. Now you are meant to cultivate this in yourself and take care of yourself and nurture yourself and practically look at your life and take care of yourself practically. Okay? But I also feel like this is an actual person that could be the one to come in to help you get justice. So for some of you, a secret is going to come to light to this person, that this person that could help you, or even just like a friend, you know, if you just open up and talk to someone, this person could give you some insight or shed light or just be in a position to right some kind of wrong. Okay? Because there could be something that he doesn't know about. He or she doesn't have to be a he. This person could be the same person giving you that kudos, that pat on the shoulder. Let's go ahead and clarify this. The Lovers with the Knight of Swords and the Justice, please. What do we need to know about it? What do we need to know about this really beautiful... So hang on. So if you're making suicide plans for Thanksgiving tonight or for Christmas, put them on hold, write it out, get it all nice and organized, put it on the shelf, and just hold out for the rest of the year, for another few weeks, okay? Because what we have to clarify, the Lovers, the Justice, and the Knight of Swords, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Devil. Okay. So I love this Devil energy because it's Capricorn energy with the King of Pentacles and the Devil card. So I feel like my Cappies, you know, we are the Eeyores of the Zodiac. We are. I know I have like a lot of Capricorns watching me, so you're like, okay. This is like, you're going to get your wish, okay? Like this is coming in to help you because you're in the right. You are self-possessed. You are in control of your emotions. You are in control of your strategy. You are in control of your own destiny, your own wish coming true. You're not, even if there was an injustice, of course there was an injustice, sorry. There is an injustice. Someone lied, someone cheated you, someone stole from you, someone, I'm getting lies. Lies about you. This is also slander. Someone could have lied about you to somebody else to make you look unstable. That'd be really messed up. It's because it's not true. And see, let me tell you that happens to me. People lie about me, and once like the lies go, it's whatever. And then when I talk to people and they have a whole different experience of me, they're like, what? That doesn't make any sense. What is that piece of hair? Sorry. They're like, yeah, it doesn't make any sense, like at all. Okay. Like, so it's automatically and instantly disproved. It's like gone, you know? So that's what's going to happen here. You're going to be like vindicated. You're going to be totally restored. And you're going to feel really good. You're going to feel like, oh, damn, like that just took a turn for the better for myself. You know, it just like things are working out in your favor. This justice is going to come through to you because of a really deep connection that you have, probably with someone like this, the King of Pentacles, someone very secure and solid and powerful. He's a king. He's a king. So, okay, that's someone that could help you. The court cards, they could help you. So I feel like this person's going to learn something, either that someone lied about you to them, or lied about your work to them, or there's something there, because this does need clarity. And I feel like Neptune going direct in Pisces, we want planets to go direct. We want them to be functioning in a way that is comfortable for themselves. So hopefully clarity will arrive soon for you. But once the cat's out of the bag, once this pops, it's like it expands the land on each side of these towers, and then you pass the test, okay? Leonidas, okay? Like, did Leonidas freak out when he's like, you have no one going with you? You're going to, take 300 of your personal bodyguard? You're going to go into Xerxes' army? He owns and runs the world. You're going to go start this war? Like, what are you thinking? Leonidas knew better. He knew the strategy. It's like jiu-jitsu, where someone else's strength, like big bulky guy, it counts for nothing, because you leverage their power against them, okay? So you're not able to really see all of that, partly because there's information that you don't know, definitely, but also because it's emotionally, okay? Emotionally volatile moment right now. So hold on, keep holding on, keep holding on. I am with you, okay? Yeah, when this, I'm getting a lot of divinity, actually. With the moon, the tower, the lovers, and the justice, I'm getting some divine intervention here. Majorly. And this is also, the Knight of Swords is a rude awakening. It's a rude awakening. That's why it's fast. That's why it happens fast, because the lie is so great, the injustice so abominable, that this noble person, this noble king, is inspired, is like compelled, channeling the divine energy and taking his role on the stage of life. That's why things move quickly. And then you return in possession of your wish, your dream, your destiny. And you come out extremely satisfied, because the right thing will have been done. Okay? Let's go ahead and get a Moonology card about this. By the way, if anyone wants my official stance, my official position on suicide, I am against it. I don't recommend it. It sets you back. It negates all of the hard work and all of the pain that you've been through until now. And for suicides, what happens is you don't get a reprieve. You don't get any kind of break in between incarnations, which you really want and you really need. You get right back into being born. You have the same experiences. You have the same issues. It's the same. It's more of the same and worse. So if you made it to this video, if you made it to this moment in this video, and we can connect, you and I can connect through space and time and all this jazz, whether it's now Thanksgiving-ish 2019, or if it's, April Fool's Day 2042, and you're feeling this, then that's the truth. That's just the truth. So my stance on suicide and being against suicide is not emotional whatsoever. It's based on what I know, not what I feel. It's just based on what I know to be true. So there is no escape, is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay. What advice do we have for this person? Oh, hold on. They're giving me more. Okay, so it's like the other energies are like fighting for their message to get through. So this is not all about suicide. this does not apply. The suicide energy is the strongest, but now they're giving me the other energies. So this is if you feel unacknowledged and unappreciated. I'm not here anymore. I'm invisible to the world. Okay, so it also it applies that way too. So it's not just if you're feeling like suicidal. Whoa. Okay, what is all this? All these cards in my lap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I think these are all yours. So here we go. New moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. So this could actually be, there could be love in the cards here. Don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo energy. I feel like that is for, I feel like that's after you win. Because listen, you might be feeling down right now, but I feel like this is about to all change for you. And when you do come out on top, don't succumb to devil energy of, oh, I'm the top dog and everyone thought they were going to get me and they couldn't get me and now I'm the king of the world, blah, blah. Don't go there, okay? Don't go to that dark side. Don't forget all the pain that you just went through and all the injustices done to you and get all crazy. Don't let pride be your downfall. That's a trap. It's another trap, the ego trap. So don't, even when you get your wish and you overcome the bad guys and you get help and all this stuff happens, don't be prideful. Be grateful, be humble, and focus on the work. Focus on the doing. Focus on whatever this is, because that's what this is about. It's not about your personal, and that's why you're in this confusion. And in the first place is because you're taking everything personally. You're taking everything personally and it's not personal. Okay. Next, believe in the impossible. Blue moon energy. Don't listen to that song. That'll just make you add to that suicide planner. Elvis Presley's Blue Moon. He saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Well, you have a new romantic cycle beginning. So you don't have love now, you will. So try to love yourself. La-di-di-la-di-da. Next card, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. So now we officially have like our third Capricornian element. So definitely, Cappies, if you're having a rough holiday season, if your family hates you and they're wrong and you're right, it's going to be okay. You're going to have a release. You're going to have a release of that burden, of that, slanderous sort of bullshittery. You will. And you're going to have connections that really appreciate you for who you are and who know the truth and who aren't going to lie to you or about you behind your back or whatever it is that's going on with you and your family. Okay, guys? Not just for Cappies, but that was just because we actually have the sea goat and the full moon in Capricorn energy on the table. Okay, guys? So that still applies for everyone. Last but not least, a new start is coming. New moon energy. And we're still in the new moon energy of the Sagittarius. Oh. Okay. So for those of you Capricorns that are watching, the new moon in Sagittarius took place in your 12th house of secrets, sorrows, self-undoing. So if you're having a rough new moon in Sagittarius this past week, then that could be it. And if you have, take a look at your chart, you might have that 12th house. You might have some sort of aspect going on. Okay, so just keep all of that in mind. You have a new start coming. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Believe in the impossible. So I feel like the impossible is that things are going to change. The impossible is that you're going to get what you want. The impossible is that you're going to feel different. It all feels like it's impossible, but it's just a trick. It's just a trick because there's so much more to this than just what's between these two towers. There's so much more. And you're just confused because you can't see it. They don't show in this card, but in the traditional tarot, one is a dog and one is a wolf. It's to symbolize the domesticated man and then the wild primal man version of man. And it's about overcoming that human instinct, that humanness, and to evolve spiritually as a human. And this is part of it. It's part of getting through this test. Don't let pride get in your way, and a new romantic cycle begins. So how great is that, guys? There's a lot to look forward to. There's legit a lot to look forward to. So if you're having a rough, weekend, what's today? Oh no, there's going to be, I'll still be, okay. Oh, there we go. So, okay. The reading has concluded. Thank you. And this is now update time. So this is actually going to be the weekend reading. Sorry, guys. And, okay. The weeklies are coming back. They are going to be a little bit different. The difference will be that there will be one thumbnail for all 12 signs. It's going to be like a me going, and then like the text written for everybody. And there will not be any layout pictures of the spreads at the end. That was really painful for me because I love those spreads. I love having the pictures at the end. So what I'm doing instead is I'm telling you the positions. Like when I hold up the cards, I tell you the position and I have a little diagram so that you can recreate that spread and take a picture if you want. There's the compromise. I love to compromise happily with my peoples. Okay, and then there was one more thing. I guess I forgot. Oh, so so it's going to be the same format, 10 minutes on YouTube, 20 minutes on the website for $5.99. The YouTube will be the pre-shuffle. It'll be a 10-minute pre-shuffle. There'll still be the psychic stuff. That's, of course, still going to be the same. But then in the extended, there will be the Celtic Cross. It'll be the whole spread with 2 different decks layered on top of each other and oracle cards and anything else that we need as we need it, as we're guided. And it'll go more. You're actually going to get more bang for your buck because it's going to be less trying to figure out where this is trying to take us. We'll already know the full context because of that 10-minute pre-shuffle on YouTube. And then it'll still give you guys a chance to see if it's resonating for you or not. So I feel like it's like win, 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 win. Okay, guys? So those will be coming out probably over the weekend. So keep an eye out for that. In the meantime, if there's anything else that I can help you with, feel free to comment below or shoot me an email, thefirstartegan@gmail.com. Okay, guys, I love you. Have a great day. And feel free to re-watch this for the messages again if you're still kind of sad. Put on a good movie. I love to put on a good movie with some like ice cream or, just something sugary, but that's me. Okay, guys, I love you. Take care of yourselves out there, and we'll talk soon. Bye.